Daniel over here, congratulations.
Thank you.
You told me to remind you of the forum and the band and Dylan. Yes. I asked you before what you wanted to tell the world, because this was a unique situation you were in, maybe never an audience like this to hear your words. What do you hope the world heard from you and from the wife of Alexei Navalny?
I want the world to remember that right now Alexei Navalny is languishing in prison. He is the only prisoner who's removed from the general prison population in the Russian penal system. He is in perpetual solitary confinement, and the reason he is in such abhorrent conditions is because he is the #1 oppositionist to this war in Russia. He is the one guy who opposes Putin's brutal war in Ukraine, and that's why he is in solitary confinement. I want to make sure the world doesn't forget about our guy. I want to make sure that Navalny gets out of prison one day, survives this ordeal. His wife and children want him back. Navalny should be freed. That's what I want the world to remember tonight.
Number 139.
Hi, good evening. My name is Stanislava from Nova TV, Bulgaria. I just want to say that we're extremely proud of Christo. I met him yesterday, and I told him that myself, but I'm very happy for all of you guys. My question is to Daniel and Maria. How important was Christo's investigation to get all the way up here to the stage of the Oscars?
Well, from my perspective, it was just pivotal. I remember the moment when Christo walked in and he said, "I think I have a lead into who tried to poison Navalny." And it was as remarkable then as it sounds now. And it was really his investigative pedigree that put us on the path to making this film. And of course, he worked in concert with Maria, so I'll let her speak to
Yes,
that
I was very impressed with both of you working together.
Thank you. I'll be very short. When Navalny was still in coma after the poisoning, I was sitting there and just thinking, I will probably dedicate my entire life to trying to figure out who poisoned him. It will take me years, maybe decades, but I will find the truth. Thanks to Christo, it took us 2 weeks.
Thank you.
All right, and next up we have number 184.
Hi, Eli Glasper from CBC News. Congratulations, Daniel.
Eli from CBC, what's up?
Hey, Daniel. Great evening for you. I want you to take us back to that amazing moment where you get the poisoner on the phone and the camera is rolling. And correct me if I'm wrong, you don't understand Russian, right?
Not a word, no.
So take me into your head as you know something is occurring and it seems significant, but you don't know. And then like 14 minutes of what?
Well, first and foremost, we were shooting for a long time that morning. It was early. I was exhausted. I would have been very pleased if we could have just wrapped up and gone back to bed. I had no expectation, Eli, that anything meaningful would have happened that morning. And then on one particular call, I remember clocking that the conversation was progressing longer than any of the others had. And then there's this moment in the film that I clocked in real time where Maria's jaw unhinges and hits the floor. And although I don't speak a word of Russian, I knew exactly what was happening, and I figured we'd get 5 minutes. A bolt of lightning ran up and down my spine. I made sure the camera was in focus. I made sure we had enough space on the hard drives, and I just kept filming. Unbeknownst to me at the time, that call went on for 50 minutes. And that guy gave a full confession, a minute-by-minute litigation of exactly how this poisoning went down. And it was stunning and surreal. It sort of feels like this moment now, actually. There's a full circleness to that phone call, to standing on the stage.
And next up we have 177, followed by 266. And also, if you are called to be next, if you can keep your number up while the number before you is asking their question, that helps our team find you to give you your microphone.
And we have a whole squad up here, so if anyone has any questions from anyone else.
Hi, I'm Janet Walker from hotlifestyle.com. What is his condition right now, and do you expect him to be released?
Maria, do you want to speak to Alexei's current condition?
Sure. For the last 5 months, he has been in a solitary confinement. We're talking about a cell, which is 6 by 11 feet large, and there's barely anything there. It's a tiny little window, one chair, one little table and a bed that is being chained up to the wall every day at 5 a.m. and chained down at 9 p.m. so he cannot use it during the day. He is unwell in terms of health. I don't like to deliver this sort of news, but that's true. Due to the fact that he's in solitary confinement, he's under strict regime. He is not allowed to have such basic things as, I don't know, like books or calls to his family, and he hasn't seen his family members for almost a year, which is completely illegal. So I classify his prison conditions as torture. There isn't another word.
And we have 266 up next.
Yes. So many congratulations on your win. So on your speech, you talked about dictatorships and political prisoners. I'm from Iran, and my outlet is Iran International TV, based on London. So as you know, we have the same enemy. The dictators are the same. They're doing the same things. Islamic Republic sending drones to kill people in Ukraine. And how is it important to these nations to be united against the same dictators?
Do you want anyone specifically to answer that?
Just
You
in
would-
general. Yeah, I think because you, on your speech, you talked
Right.
about political prisoners.
Sure.
Yeah, that was very interesting to me.
We made our film about the leader of the Russian opposition and his mission, his quest to install democracy, a democratic tradition in Russia. But this film was not just for Russians. This film was for people all over the world who are living in a context where the tides of authoritarianism come in and come out and come in and come out. And what we want our film to remind the world is that we all have to be on guard for the values that we believe in and the lives that we want to live. And those are democratic values, and that's what Navalny's fighting for. And I think that this film and this win is in solidarity and in support of not just Alexei Navalny, but of political prisoners around the world, especially and including the struggle for freedom in Iran. And it's very meaningful for me that I get to deliver that message on behalf of the entire team and on behalf of Navalny's family.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.